Plan A, don't put yourself in unnecessary danger. If you're walking home and it's dark, don't go down the dark alleyway even though it's a shortcut. Take the longer route that's well lit and people around. Plan B, if you do get into danger, run. Just be faster than whatever's scaring you. If you can run faster than they can, there's no problem. Plan C, defend yourself. And that's what we do. We teach you how to defend yourself. My name's Phil Churchill. I'm a martial arts instructor and I have Parkinson's disease. Coming to attention. Yes. Bowing forward. Yes. Sir. Diagonal stance. To my count. 1, 2, big lift of those heels, big twist of those hips. 3, 4, 5, change stance. Sir. Change stance. Sir. Let's get some noise going. 7. The challenges of opening up any new business, obviously it's always an absolute nightmare financially and paperwork and everything else. But I was trying to do it in such a way that minimised the physical work that I was doing so that I was working enough to keep the Parkinson's at bay, because exercise, both mental and physical, really do help slow the progression. But also, by working too hard and trying to do too much too soon, I knew I'd burn out quicker. So we're just going to warm the legs up. I want to do some kicks to begin with, but in order to get the height, I want you to stretch out. So I just want you to do basic front kicks. First couple of them, no higher than belt height.
If he didn't have martial arts, he didn't have Plan C, I don't know what he'd be doing now. I don't know physically how fit he'd be. I don't think he'd be the same person, certainly. I think it's keeping the Parkinson's at bay, fitness-wise and mental health-wise. I can't imagine him now doing anything else. I think it literally keeps him going.
Obviously the twitch, everyone knows the twitch, and the shakiness. Most of my twitches are my neck, so my head has a tendency to sort of go up and agree with people lots, even if I'm not agreeing with this all the time, my head twitching up. Balance problems are a major nightmare, so when I'm walking any distance I use a stick now, just to kind of stop me falling over. Fibromyalgia is quite a major part of it, which is just random stabbing pains. The worst, most common one I get is what feels like a needle sticking through my tear duct. That's a horrible feeling. There's loads and loads. Stuttering, stumbling over words, not being able to find the right words. There's a whole dementia side of it, which is the scariest part. You know, even if the body completely falls to pieces, I wouldn't care, as long as I could still know what was going on. So yeah, there's all sorts of fun stuff to look forward to. Okay, I want everyone to do the same combination that we just worked on, this time hitting into the pads, okay? Pad holders in a good diagonal stance as well, don't get lazy with it. Lots of movement. In your own time, go for it. Start off nice and slow, nice and easy, and then start adding some speed and some aggression.
When Dad was diagnosed, I was about 10 years old. I was quite young, so I didn't understand the full scale of his diagnosis, but it was quite scary, and I've kind of grown up with it. A lot of students join Plan C because they're being bullied or they're really shy, and so often Dad will help with confidence. He helps students who have physical disabilities, and some people have not progressed as far along as they should have in their diagnosis because of the regular exercise and the way that he's impacted them.
But if you sort of start off with a wide sort of hooking from, go from your right side.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a nice simple outside forearm block.
I am severely sight impaired, registered blind. I've lost over 90% of my vision due to various conditions, the main one being retinitis pigmentosa.
From that position, I can come in with the back that side. And then we can start mixing it up.
I don't like being that close, that's the thing, you know. I mean, if I was to take your eyesight down to maybe a Satsuma size that you're looking at,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going off of the basis of the fact that you've told me where these strikes are coming from, and I'm expecting the fact that
Because I'm coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's literally, there's nothing there. I mean, I can't even see my hands here.
So instead of that big slow hook that I do to let them know it's coming from a mile away, there's no help to you. So we can go straight to a Wing Chun style, straight down the middle, and you can still pass with this hand. So up from underneath,
And there, yeah.
and then pin, push away, and then strike from there, and we come to there. So if
I like the fact that his teaching style is happy to evolve. That's one of the really inspiring things about Mr. Churchill and Plan C, because he is able to put his ego to the side in order to shape or adjust something that he feels could work better. That's always something that I take away from Plan C, is that it's willing to change.
Mr. Churchill's style is a freestyle martial arts. It's set for everybody, not just for certain people. It's not a very, very, very strict thing, or you have to do this, you have to do that. We work around them. If they can't do it, then he'll work around that situation for them. I had Crohn's for 20 years, and I was just deteriorating, losing weight. I just couldn't take it anymore. It was so painful, so upsetting for me and upsetting for my family. I got to a point where I couldn't go out, I couldn't socialise, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, I couldn't wash up or anything. It's helped me with my confidence and being able to be around people again. I just feel more good about myself.
So we're going to start change stance for me. So jab, jab. Hang on. So we're going to this one here. Okay, you ready? Nice and soft. Jab, jab on one arm touching. Jab, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Good, and again, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut. You got it, Arvin, well done, good lad. I can't ever envision a time when I'd want to stop, because students come to me for a reason, and most of the time that reason is I want to be a black belt. Unless all my students kept black belts, I don't want to stop. And with new students joining up all the time, there's no end to it. Martial artists don't ever want to stop teaching. We just want to keep going and going and going until, you put me in a box. And that's it, that's when I'll stop. Parkinson's being progressive illness, I know tomorrow I will be worse than I am today. So it gives you that focus of, if there's something you want to do, get on and do it today, because you might not be able to tomorrow.